I love Italian food. And when we went to Tuscany a couple of years ago in May, we told our host, Nancy Cannella, that we wanted to just focus completely on food and wine. We were with our son and our daughter and our future daughter-in-law, my husband, Moni. And we started off with our housekeeper providing a fantastic dinner for us on the day of our arrival.
I remember this story.
She was unbelievable, Marcella. And she provided homemade pasta and all sorts of other goodies, fresh bread and fresh cheese and all sorts of vegetables. We always ask for extra so we can have things sauteed in omelets the next morning. And you know, the host was fantastic at communicating the way we eat to everyone that was going to be preparing meals for us. So when we're on the road, we eat as vegetarians, actually pescatarians because we eat fish, because in order to honor the kosher rules. Our host, Nancy Cannella, sent us out to a ricotta cheese farm way out from San Casciano, where we were staying in our Quintess home. She sent us to a cheese farm called Il Pratone, and we approached it, and there were sheep grazing in the field, and the father and son cheesemakers took us on a tour of their tiny little operation. And then the cheesemaker's wife had arranged a completely vegetarian meal for us, and we had pre-approved the menu through our host. And we sat in their farmhouse and we had the most divine lunch. It went on for hours.
So after you had your experience at the ricotta cheese farm, I heard you had a very memorable day the next day.
We had a really most amazing day. Our host had arranged a day on the Tuscan Riviera in an area where very few tourists go. There are fantastic Etruscan ruins, by the way, there. And she hooked us up with a wine guide named Filippo Magnani. And he was a young, very, very knowledgeable, sort of offbeat, very cool wine guide. And he took us to two private wineries where you know, other people don't have access, but we had access. And he had arranged a beautiful picnic that his mother had prepared for us, so that while we were touring the winery, he was setting up this magnificent picnic, fully draped tables, and a full flight. I think there were 7 wines that we tasted, and his Mama had prepared this huge, sumptuous vegetarian picnic for us. And we had things like sformatino, which is like a quiche with lots of vegetables and grilled vegetables and fresh anchovies and bread from his hometown bakery. And you know, we had an experience that we would not have been able to have if our Quintess host had not hooked us up with Filippo. There's no way we would have found him. One of the great things for us about Quintess is that we tell our hosts what we're interested in, and they make it happen for us. And they take us to places, you know, wineries and food experiences that we would never be able to find on our own, really.